Close your eyes for a moment. No screens, no glowing rectangles, no endless scrolling, just a voice in the dark. Now imagine a door slowly opening, and beyond it lies a quiet desert highway at midnight. A distant radio tower hums softly. The stars stretch endlessly above the desert sky, and somewhere out there a signal crackles through the night. You didn't see any of that, but your mind just created the entire scene. That is the theater of the mind. Good evening, my late night listeners. This is Sunny with Nite Muse Media, broadcasting tonight from somewhere above the 45th parallel, where the nights are long and the stars still have stories to tell. And tonight we're not traveling across the universe or diving into ancient mysteries. Instead, we're exploring something much, much closer to home. Something happening right inside your own head. Imagination. For most of human history, stories have lived in the mind. Long before screens and streaming platforms, people gathered around fires, radios, and quiet rooms, listening to voices that painted entire worlds with nothing more than sound. Radio dramas created cities and aliens, detectives and monsters, and distant planets, all inside the listener's imagination. No special effects required, just words, well, and a mind, of course, willing to wander. In the early days of broadcasting, people would sit beside their radios and listen to programs that transformed living rooms into entire universes. And one famous example, of course, it occurred in 1938. Orson Welles' broadcast, The War of the Worlds, a fictional story about a Martian invasion presented as a breaking news report. Many listeners believed it was real. Why? Because the theater of the mind is powerful. When people hear a story without seeing it, their brain instinctively builds the images themselves. And those images can feel incredibly real. But something something's changed. Today, we live in a world overflowing with visuals, phones and streaming videos and endless images. Every moment seems to come with a screen attached. And because of that, something unsettling may be happening. Our imaginations being used less. Instead of building scenes in our minds, we're often shown exactly what everything looks like: the spaceship, the monster, the distant planet, and the mystery. It's already designed for us. Convenient, yeah, but perhaps something is being lost along the way. When everything is shown to us, do we lose the ability to imagine it ourselves? Psychologists have long suggested that imagination works like a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it becomes. And when we rely entirely on visual media, the brain's creative engine may not get the same exercise it once did. Think about it. When you read a book or listen to a story, your mind casts the characters and actors. Your mind builds the scenery, and your mind decides what the unknown might look like. Every listener creates a slightly different, unique world. Audio storytelling does something extraordinary. It turns the listener into a collaborator. The storyteller provides the words, but the listener provides the images. Together, they build something incredible. This is why many people who grew up listening to radio programs remember them so vividly. The scenes lived not on a screen, but inside their imagination. So here's the question. In an age of high definition screens and constant video, is there still a place for the theater of the mind? Well, the answer might be yes. In fact, podcast, audiobooks, and voice storytelling have been growing rapidly in recent years. Millions of people still enjoy closing their eyes and letting a voice guide them through a story because sometimes the most powerful images are the ones we create ourselves. Perhaps technology hasn't taken imagination away yet. Perhaps it has simply buried it beneath layers of noise and a lot of distraction. And every now and then, a quiet voice on a late night broadcast can remind us that the mind still holds a phantasmagorical stage, a place where galaxies form, mysteries unfold, and entire worlds come alive without a single pixel. All it takes is the willingness to listen. Nite Muse Media will continue to create content that delivers old fashioned broadcasting style. Follow the signals, question the noise. Remember to subscribe, and I'll be seeing you again on the night side.